What's up, everyone? I'm DJ Hamilton, and you're tuned into the DJ Sports Show, where we give you the latest, greatest, and most exciting sports stories in the world of sports, from interviews to having people's stories heard and told. This is the DJ Sports Show. Let's get it! Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I'm your host, DJ Hamilton, and welcome to DJ Sports Show, the place where we discuss sports, share bold opinions, and have untold stories heard and told that make a difference. If you're watching on YouTube, feel free to leave a like, subscribe, share anybody you know who loves sports, and listen on any audio platforms on, leave a 5-star rating, and share anybody you know. We are just finishing watching the conference championship games, and I'm joined by my guys, Nicholas Mullick and my guy, Kenny from NABJ. To discuss the NFL Conference Championship games. Fellas, how we doing on this snowstorm Sunday, man?
I'm cold.
Man, it's a great day of football. Like you can't ask for much better, man. I got a shovel later though, so I don't know.
Well, I shoveled like 5 times. I've shoveled 5 times today. Did you shovel at all?
5 times?
I'm on the island, bro. You know this is a New Yorker. We got hit hard.
Y'all on the minutes restriction. What is this, load management? What are we doing? I went one time and got a good shovel in. I said, all right, that's good for now. I shoveled the drive off my mom.
Now you got a lot of
Did you pull a Joel Embiid when it came to shoveling? You know, like you just needed like a rest. You know?
Whoa,
you know,
we're talking about Embiid like that right now?
Yeah.
Right now? In this day and age?
Load management is basically, he is going to be known for, like he's a great player, but he's going to be known for, like, when you look him up in the dictionary and you search up load management, he's going to be in, like, the example portion of, like...
He's hooping right now, though, I can't lie.
Yeah.
I got to give it to him.
That is true. I mean, him, Maxey, and PG-13, that is a solid big 3, but I'm sorry. The Sixers have been long done.
Yeah, this snow, definitely not the weather I like, especially coming back from Vegas this last week. That's why we didn't do a divisional round episode.
Right.
Me and Nicholas. So that's why I dropped
How
the
was
interview.
Vegas?
Yeah. Oh, it was great, man. I was wearing shorts outside.
Did you get to see the Elvis merch or the Elvis stuff there?
Oh no, I didn't see that, but I got to see got a little good scenery. It was lively, like New York City. It's like the West Coast version of New York City, man, out there. Food was great. People were
without
cool.
The tall buildings there. Without the tall buildings.
That's interesting. That's an interesting take. West Coast version of New York.
Bro,
well,
I say vibrant. I mean vibrant.
It is.
Different rules, I'll tell you that. A little bit different rules, definitely better cost of living, that's for sure. But yeah, definitely, you see the showgirls out there, you see the nightclub. I went to the nightclub, I went to Red Rock Canyon, did some hiking. Tried some new restaurants with my guy Jason. It was jacuzzi. It was great vibes, man. It was nice wearing shorts in January. Can't say that here.
I bet.
Yeah,
it wasn't
my
too hot for you?
mic wasn't pretty.
Was it too hot for you?
Had a delayed flight.
It wasn't too hot for you over there?
It was like 60s. One day, and then 2 days it hit like the 70s in the afternoon. So I was like, oh, this is perfect. I can live out here, man.
Yeah.
If I can get a good job out here, I'll be straight.
Oh,
summer's different though. When I went, it was like 112.
Oh my Jesus!
Bro, summer is like bad there.
You gotta carry like those water coolers with you wherever you go down there. I mean, I've been to Florida. I've been to Georgia. I've been to Kentucky. But I've never been to Vegas or like that down south. I mean,
definitely.
I mean, Florida's hot. Georgia too. But not Las Vegas desert hot, if you get where I'm going here.
Yeah. No, that desert gets brutal.
You know where it wasn't hot today? Denver, Colorado.
I love
Speaking of Denver, man, tough loss for them. 10-7. It was kind of the game I kind of expected. This was the 29th time in NFL history that both number 1 seeds had reached the NFL conference title round between Seattle and Denver Broncos. We'll get into Seattle later, but come to this game, Broncos, they've had the best defense nearly all season, top 4 defense. They knew they were out there quarterback Bo Nix, who unfortunately suffered that broken ankle, which
like
definitely
3
sucked.
plays. The third to last play, he breaks his. I don't even know if he's going to be ready for week 1. By the way, that depending on where the ankle break was, I don't know if he's going to be ready to go.
I think I saw somewhere like 12 weeks. So they get
there's reports saying he could possibly be ready for minicamp, but I highly doubt that.
I doubt that. And Denver needs a backup quarterback because Stidham stinks. Oh, he's awful. That dude is the definition of scrub. They should have. I get the weather was bad, and I get that another issue with Denver too is the receivers were dropping it like it was hot there. Like they were doing a terrible. Their hands were full of butterscotch.
Yeah,
like,
they were trying.
They were dropping it. Horrible job.
They were dropping it like it was hot, like Snoop Dogg, man. Drop it like it's hot.
Hot. Calvin.
DJ, it was bad, man. I feel bad for Stidham. Like some of the throws weren't even all his fault. That were the receivers. They just couldn't catch the damn ball, and it was even before the weather got implemented.
Some of these throws by Stidham, who I never want to see start another NFL game ever again.
Oh, it's gonna happen.
He shouldn't because he was awful. He was awful in Vegas. He was awful in Denver. He was awful in New England. I don't understand how he gets jobs in the NFL. And let's be real here. Josh McSnake Oil, as I like to call him, Josh McSnake. He's a snake, that guy. He knows Jarrett Stidham. Yeah. He actually brought Jarrett Stidham to the Raiders when he got hired there.
Mm-hmm.
Of course they had a game plan for him coming into this. I get they had no choice here. But I would have rather started Ben DiNucci. Or I would have benched him at halftime and put in Ben DiNucci.
The studio analyst, man?
Yes.
Nah, that's criminal, man. That's criminal. I gotta find out why you hate Stidham so much, man.
He stinks. He stinks. That's why. Scrub. He shouldn't get another contract. But listen, I get the receivers were dropping like crazy. I get the weather was bad. But some of these throws... And yes, there's the Marvin Mims throw. You got a great whoop-de-doo.
Yeah, start off great.
Like every, you know the phrase like a blind squirrel's once in a while find a nut. You know, like that's one of those examples there. But some of these
checkdowns too.
A lot of them, and some of these checkdowns were so. And what the hell was that throw too? Where he basically had a backwards throw.
You got to talk about that.
Oh my! And that basically. Here's where I knew the Broncos were losing this game. And I get it was early. You're up 7-0. You're in the red zone. It's 4th and 1. Take the freaking points. It's not like you're having a backup quarterback here who's finally getting starts. And yes, I get he hasn't played regular season starts in years. Yeah, whoop-de-doo. Doesn't matter. He's the backup. He should be ready for moments like this. But why would you go for on 4th down when you could just take the points, have a 10-0 lead, which would be a game changer?
Mm-hmm.
But no, you go for it, and we're in the situation we are right now. That was the moment I knew they were losing this game.
I feel like they could have been up 13-7 at a point too, going in a half. Like that pisses me off.
And Sean Payton's a fraud. That dude is the way he coached this game, and I get you're shocked with me saying this, but the way he coached, I blame this loss more on him than I do on the quarterback. And yes, bad situation, I get it. But there were moments in that game where coaching-wise, I just don't understand it.
Okay, so question. Do you think that Bo Nix wins this game if he was healthy?
I don't know, because here's where I say I don't know. The Broncos always come back last minute with these games. They if I remember correctly, I believe the stat was like it's like their 7th game where they came back from a win, if I remember correctly.
Yeah.
I don't know if Bo Nix is the quarterback. I mean, maybe. I mean, we're never going to know that for a fact. And plus with the bad weather, it's hard to tell. But there's so many times this year where the Broncos came back. And what a waste of that defense, too. That defense deserved better.
God, yeah.
What a waste of that defense. They sure did. But I blame this loss more on coaching than I do, and the quarterback sucked, but the coaching decisions. And Tony Romo sucks too commentating, but why are you not utilizing the run game as much as you did here?
Okay. This is where we stop. I gotta give credit to the Patriots on that front because their D line was just controlling the line of scrimmage all game, made it super tough for the Broncos to establish any sort of run game. And throughout the first half, I'm thinking to myself, every single first down is a run play. Can we get
And
a
he
little play
abandoned
action
that.
going one time? And the Patriots just completely stifled that run game, and they've been doing it all season long. You have Milton Williams in the middle. You have Tonga. Those guys are two beasts in the interior, and I expected the Broncos rushing attack to be that poor in how it performed, honestly.
And I wonder if J.K. Dobbins played this. There was a rumor saying that he might have came back. I doubt it because Liz Frank injuries are like one of the worst type of injuries you could suffer. I mean, not the worst, because I think the worst type of injury in football to suffer is a neck injury or like a back injury.
I'm thinking Achilles maybe.
Achilles is up. Achilles is up there. I mean, you got to throw in the heart issue as well with what we saw from Hamlin years ago. Then the Achilles, then the ACL. Well, maybe Achilles / concussion, ACL. You got to throw in there. But man, RJ Harvey did solid. Jaleel McLaughlin, I don't know what the heck happened with him, but I just don't understand why they abandoned the run. Like, and it was snowing too. They should have been utilizing the run more. And I got to say another thing as well too. I think Denver, once they lost Pat Bryant, who was like arguably their number 2 receiver, I think he left with a hamstring injury. Like, that was a big loss for them. However,
they're already down the top 3 guy. I think it was Troy Franklin too. He got ruled out going into the game. That was huge. I thought it was huge.
And look, Cortland Sutton is their number 1 guy. He was terrible today.
Yep.
He was. Oh my God! I get that the throws were bad, but the throws where Stidham was on point, he dropped it like it was hot.
He had a lot of his hands on the ball. So like a lot of times he had his hand on the ball. I thought he should have brought more in. He should have had a better game for sure.
Yeah.
And what sucked about the defense, how dominant it was, that this is a Patriots team that led the league in first half scoring. You were able to hold them to just 7 points. This is a team that usually was 17 points per game in the first half and throughout the whole regular season. And that the fact that you weren't able to capitalize on that, it really sucks, man. Like, even if you had Bo Nix, which I think he's good, but I don't know if that would have still been the difference maker for this game, especially considering the weather conditions. And a lot of people weren't even really that high on him, even though if he was healthy coming to this game, because Patriots, they've been one of the better teams all season on both ends of the football field.
Yeah, well, 3. Their special teams has been sneakily underrated as well. You can't throw and Denver's special teams was really good too. But the strange part is Drake May wasn't that great today. I mean, the only reason why they scored the touchdown was because Stidham was a freaking idiot and did the backwards pass.
Yeah.
But let me say something as well with first off, as a Jets fan, it pains me that New England is in the Super Bowl right now. But here's the thing with this Patriots team compared to others. I actually respect this Patriots team, except for 2 guys. One being Stephon Diggs, the other being Christian Barmore. I mean, those 2 are pieces of work for off the field issues. And another thing too as well, Stephon's I forgot what her name was that is now. I think they got into either they're engaged or something, or they're expecting a kid. She doesn't really come off as a Class A type individual as well.
Oh, you talking about Cardi B?
Whoa.
Yeah. She doesn't really come off as a
Cardi shot. Where the Cardi strays come from, man?
Well, this is his first time doing a shot at her. He did it like 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, well, there's a reason I'll tell you off the recording, but she doesn't really come off as a Class A type person as well.
I get where you're coming from.
Yeah, if you get where I'm going from, I don't want to say on recording, but she's not all there. Like, she's definitely a few French fries shy from being a Happy Meal. If you get where I'm going here.
I do not get what you mean.
Crazy.
What? Okay.
Maybe I'm slow. Maybe I'm
she's not all there. Like, she's. I can't believe you don't get that. I gotcha. Point is, I respect this Patriots team. They aren't shoved down our throats like the Brady and Belichick era was, because the problem with that era of football is, they were shoved down our throats way too much. They were basically what they did with Mahomes, Kelsey, and Reed in Kansas City over there. Like, they shoved Brady and Belichick down our throats, and it also didn't help that the refs were highly favorable with those teams. By the way, highly favorable. But I respect this team way more because of the way they built themselves in the future. I love their coach. He got a raw deal in Tennessee because of the power struggle that was going on over there. I like Drake May a lot. He was a guy who I love. That QB class is going to go down as well. If Jaden Daniels can remain healthy, that QB class is going to be really, really good.
Him, Caleb, Drake, like they're doing their thing, man, and they win too.
And look, say what you want about Robert Kraft. I mean, he's another guy that's super shady. I mean, go look up his massage parlor scandal. That was terrible. But the dude is the best owner in NFL history. With how he handled the Gerard Mayo stuff, which he had to go. He was a terrible hire. How he left with Bill, how he got post-Brady era, built this team, got Mike Vrabel. He really is a phenomenal owner. And I really do respect this. And they got players everywhere on defense. Even offensively, they do. I mean, I don't know what was going on with Travion Henderson. I mean, it's clear Stevenson's the guy there. I mean, did Henderson get more than like 3 carries? I lost track. Like he barely did anything. But they got a ton of talent on this team. I mean,
3 carries.
3 carries. I was right. Kashawn Booty's there. I mean, I hate Stephon Diggs, the person, but my God, can he catch a football? Hunter Henry's another guy. And listen, this is another guy who's not all there too. And Matt Collins. I mean, have you seen the video of Matt Collins basically walking into stadiums with no shoes, no shirt? Like,
he's a dog.
That dude.
I don't know how he did that in that weather. It was cold still even before the snow.
Well, I got 3 letters as to why he did that, DJ. You know what they are?
What?
CTE. That is.
Did y'all see the clip of him coming into the stadium today? He was like, "Some warriors come out."
Oh my God. He's not all there. He's another one that's not all there.
He's a great
player. He really is a great player.
He's a character.
He's definitely a character. Like, he's like Mark Davis level of Mark Davis, the owner of the Raiders. That's a character. Matt Collins is basically Mark Davis, but he doesn't have like the weird hairdo. You know what I mean?
All right. So what I have to pose a question now, because you're putting all this respect on the Patriots when we saw what happened. They were put in a complete box the entire game, basically. Drake May only made one good throw, and that was a throw to Matt Collins. If it's not for the fumble, that was an idiotic fumble. I don't know what Stidham was doing with the grounding. If it's not for that, they don't have 7. But you push to that. Drake May did win the game with his legs. He had the touchdown scramble. He had the play on 4th down to seal the game. He also had another huge gain in there in the middle of the game that then led to them getting 3 points, which was the difference in the game. But I say all that to say, you put all this respect on the Patriots, but people are saying this was a Mickey Mouse schedule throughout the regular season.
It was.
And then you had the pat that they had in the playoffs, Justin Herbert's offensive line.
CJ Stroud is terrible. CJ Stroud and his offensive
line, what are you going to do with that? And then
I agree.
Jarrett Stidham, so it's like now
Well, the difference is Stidham has an offensive line.
It's still a guy that hasn't played a snap in like 2 years.
Yeah.
And he's a backup quarterback. He's not like he's the main starting quarterback.
And Scrub.
Have this break against the Seahawks. They got a full, healthy
defense.
What I'm saying,
they got
powerhouse. Like, it's not gonna be a cake.
It's a team that flies around.
Yeah, 100%. And we'll get to them in a bit. But I gotta say, with this Patriots team, it's not just the offense I like. It's this Christian Gonzalez. Mm-hmm. That is a pick that single-handedly changed that defense. And I mean, this team is really stacked. And yes, they did have the paper schedule. I mean, the Chargers, listen, I love Justin Herbert. He gets way too much heat because we have a stupid idiot in Emmanuel Acho who doesn't know what the hell he's talking about half the time.
I second that.
That dude is another guy who should not be in sports media. He says the dumbest stuff ever. And I legitimately lost more brain cells. I lost more brain cells listening to every word he says than he probably lost playing in the NFL.
Yeah, that's
but going back to what I was saying with with this team.
A lot.
The Chargers, soft schedule. The Texans, I mean, look, you can't, another waste of that defense, but man, Stroud, if I'm Houston, you really got to consider getting another quarterback this offseason.
I'm not gonna go for that right now.
A lot of people are starting to give Stroud a lot of flack, man. I mean, it's not just
it's not
last season we started seeing the regression.
It's not this. He peaked after his rookie year. Ever since his rookie year, it's been on the decline.
Downhill.
This year, he has not looked the greatest. And look at how he played earlier this year. He was bad. And yes, the Texans' offensive line was terrible. And what a great move it was to trade Laramie Tunsil away for some double bubble and an old Tupac CD on the corner there. That was a terrible move. But New England, despite what we say about the soft schedule, facing these playoff teams, they keep winning. Mm-hmm. They outcoach the team they face. I mean, Vrabel's outcoached everybody. He's outcoached Harbaugh. He's outcoached Ryans in Houston. He outcoached Sean Payton in this game. I blame this game on Sean Payton more than I do the quarterback. And that's saying something, knowing how much of a scrub Stidham is. But they keep winning. Yeah. They keep preserving themselves. And I got to tell you something with the Patriots. You have to respect that. And I think another key addition as well. He's a terrible head coach. The dude's a snake with how he is as a head coach. But, man, Josh McDaniels is such a great offensive coordinator. And you can't deny that. That helped turn around this team. Yep. You have to respect this team.
Him and Vrabel took Drake May to the next level this season. There's a reason why he's in MVP talks.
I also do think it's good to mention with the Patriots in this playoff run, Drake May has literally had to go up against top 5 defenses. Yeah, all three of them: the Broncos, the Chargers, and the Texans.
The Chargers
were not. No,
not the Chargers. The Texans, though, and
I think
the Broncos.
Chargers are a top 5 defense. If anything, top
10. Top 10, I can get. I think top 5's a little rich, but I can listen. I see what you're saying, but listen, Drake May, man, that dude has done such a phenomenal job, and this goes to show you, by the way, that coaching matters in this league. This isn't the NBA where you could get away in a player-driven league with 3 players and you move on, whatever, whoop-de-doo. All you need is basically 3 players and 2 depth pieces, that's it. But this goes to show in the NFL you need a coach to succeed. Gerard Mayo was a terrible head coach, and May was not good at that time. And with Mike Vrabel, it's like a different player. I mean, we've seen it with Caleb Williams as well. I mean, Caleb was terrible in his first year with Matt Eberflus. And now that he got an offensive-minded guy in Ben Johnson, look at how great he's been. Sam Darnold, another example. He had horrendous coaching with the Jets, and we'll get to my whole shtick with that. He was terrible in Carolina when Matt Rule, who was way over his head as the coach there.
So KOC changed his life.
Then he went to San Francisco and he got some schooling with Kyle Shanahan. Then he went to Minnesota, got some more schooling with Kevin O'Connell. Then was terrible in that playoff game. And then he went to Seattle. And he's single. Coaching matters in this game.
Yeah, I think the time he spent in San Francisco, being able to be under Shanahan's system and absorb that, and he said that his time in San Francisco helped him develop as a quarterback so much and understanding winning football, and then shifts over to the Vikings. I am a huge fan of Kevin O'Connell, and I think he's a quarterback whisperer, and seeing what he's done and in transforming Sam Darnold last year, and now you get to do this under Clint Kubiak. Oh, it's beautiful, man. Under McDonald and Kubiak, I'll say.
You want to know what's crazy too? And I'm looking at the head coaches that were hired at that time. I got it right here. 2022, the head coaching hirings, 10 new head coaches were hired. Brian Daboll, Kevin O'Connell, Mike McDaniel of the Dolphins, Matt Eberflus, Doug Peterson, Todd Bowles, etc., including Todd Bowles, who shouldn't have a job right now. That dude's an overrated head coach. Kevin O'Connell is the only head coach from that hiring group that A, still has a job, and B, actually looks like a long-term head coach. And that's sad.
Yeah.
With everybody hired there. And speaking of Vikings, I'll ask you guys this question because we mentioned it earlier. Who do you think is the biggest loser with this Super Bowl matchup with the Patriots and the Seahawks now in the Super Bowl?
Oof. I definitely have to say the Vikings, man. I think what Minnesota losing Sam Darnold and you see him go to a different team, different system. You see that you put the pieces around him, you give him a chance to believe it, give him back his confidence, give him an elite receiver, and you see what he's able to take and do with this team and take them all the way to the Super Bowl. And a lot of people doubted him, the narrative around him. Everybody was pretty much criticizing him. They were berating him, saying, "Oh, you're a loser. You can't do it in big games." That was all over social media last year. And yes, he did have a bad instance in Minnesota, but you try to run it back with the team you had. Try to get back to the playoffs and make a deep run. Try to see if you can make it to the Super Bowl because you had the talent on that Minnesota team. Darnold was a solid quarterback. You see now that you don't have a quarterback, you have a JJ McCarthy who was, to say the least,
I don't know about that guy. I really don't know about that. Look, I get injuries are a thing in this, and I also think there's definitely a confidence issue with JJ McCarthy.
Yeah.
But I really don't know about that kid because, I mean, I think he's being coached right, but like I think it's a confidence issue, you know?
I feel like it's a mechanic issue too.
Yeah.
And 100% agree with you there.
He had one good game against Detroit where I saw some flashes. I was like, oh, I'm seeing something here. That was like in week 9. I believe me and Nick were talking about it. But other than that,
little
he
did we
just
know,
fell off a cliff.
Little did we know Detroit's defense fell off a cliff after that. And
yeah.
They went downhill. Yeah. And I love their defensive coordinator, by the way, Shepard. I just think that the injuries caught up with them in their secondary.
Keith, I want to answer the question, though.
Yeah, answer the question. I was about to say that.
I have a friend that is a Ravens fan, and they are I think they're underrated losers in this because you have Mike McDonald just completely has injected life and completely turned around the Seahawks organization. I think he should be Coach of the Year. There's a lot of Coach of the Year candidates, but McDonald is up there in my opinion.
He's going to be going against another in Vrabel.
He definitely deserves it. He definitely deserves to win it because what he's done with that defense, shape-shifting them, putting Nick Emanwari at this nickel position.
I loved that kid.
That kind of changes how we want to play football. Just we want to sit in nickel all game long, and it's just a beautiful thing to see. And
made zero sense why he dropped out of round 1. I was sitting there because I scout on the side as well. I was looking at these prospects, and I saw Emanwari there, and I'm like, I don't understand why he's dropped. I wanted my New York Jets to draft him, by the way. They didn't. They went in a different direction, but it sucks that Emanwari didn't follow. But that was a really good pick, and that kid's a leader. You could tell on that side of the lines he's a leader.
And then if you're the Ravens, it's like you struggled with John Harbaugh. He hasn't been able to get
1 year too late. I've said this throughout the entire year. He should have been fired last year after that playoff game. And people ask me, "Oh, why? He's done all these great things." You have King Henry. You sign him to be a red zone presence and run like in the red zone, and you don't use him at all. And he threw to Mark Andrews. And I gotta ask another question on the side note. DJ knows this. I gotta ask you. Why the hell did the Ravens sign Mark Andrews to a 3-year extension?
Oh yeah, that was stupid. But as a Steelers fan, I'm happy.
Dumb.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. I'm a little afraid of Isaiah Likely. That dude's.
Well, would you say that he's likely to hit the free agency market?
Yep. Hell yeah.
I think
he's already gone.
I love how
he's on another team.
Shifted so quick. Yo, he always does it so subtly. I'm like, that'd be killing me.
I agree with you. Baltimore 1 year, 2. Honestly, if I'm Baltimore and Buffalo as well, those two teams should blow it up this offseason because you are not winning with the current core you have right now. And yes, Lamar is there, but let's be real though. The way Lamar and Josh Allen play, they're going to decline hard the next few years. This was their last chance, and they blew it. But I'll answer the question I posed to you guys earlier, who the biggest losers are. I got 2 answers for you because you guys had great answers. The first is the Titans, I mentioned earlier. Number 2 is the New York Jets. And as a Jets fan, I'm kind of bittersweet with this because, of course, the Patriots are a division rival. And, of course, Sam Darnold, who I love and appreciate, was supposed to be our savior I called him the real number 14 quarterback when he got drafted in New York. And the reason why was because Ryan Fitzpatrick was there, and they stupidly brought him back the one year when he was number 14 with his jersey. But here's the thing I gotta say about it. This again goes to show why Woody Johnson is the worst owner in all of North America sports, and it's not even close. He is the worst owner. He is the worst owner in all of North American sports. Because Vrabel he interviewed Vrabel, and yes, it turns out Vrabel, it was a power play just for him to join New England. He had him in the building. You do not allow Mike Vrabel to leave. You don't. But listen, you're an inept owner. You decided to, let him go, and you have Aaron Glenn, who should have been fired after this year. That's how bad of a coach he was. But no, let's keep him another year because, hey, it worked out so well. We can't one and done a coach. That's never worked out well for any franchise. New England. Sorry, I didn't mean to cough there. New England. Yeah. Sorry. Allergies and the snow falling down. I might be sick right now. It worked for New England. It worked for Houston. It worked for Arizona the one year Cliff Kingsbury came in. It worked for... There's so many examples of why you shouldn't be afraid to one and done a coach. But this owner decides to pay $10 million a year for Aaron Glenn for 5 years. He signs a 5-year, $10 million per year deal, one of the most expensive deals in the league for Aaron Glenn. But here's another thing, too, that boggles my mind. The whole Sam Darnold stuff, which I said for years, it's not Sam Darnold that's the problem. It's the coaching. And yes, Woody was off being the ambassador to the United Kingdom at the time and hired his idiotic brother to take over, who fired the GM after he ran the draft in the offseason, and then had Adam Headgase, who he hired to be the head coach. I call him Adam Headgase because the dude's a freaking Headgase. His fall
was god awful. I remember them bashing him on the radio all the time.
His fall from grace needs to be studied because he went from being Peyton Manning's coffee boy, and now he's not even getting coaching jobs in the high schools. Oh my God, he's the worst head coach.
You just made my head hurt bringing him up, and I'm not even a Jets fan.
Oh, don't even get me started. So this owner hires Adam Headgase to try to rehab, Sam Darnold. That doesn't work out. And when you bring Joe Douglas and Adam Headgase is fired and you bring in Saleh, what does this team do with the Jets? Should we keep Sam Darnold because he's trustworthy? Nah, we got the 2nd overall pick. We could use that on a quarterback. He'll immediately impact. And he drafted the biggest bust in New York Jets history in Zach Wilson, who is a literal scrub and is worse than Jarrett Stidham. Absolutely the worst. And let me continue on here. When you trade Sam Darnold to Carolina, whoop-de-doo. You want to know the worst part, too, is if you kept Sam Darnold and you used the first-round pick that, you traded away just to get Aaron Rodgers or whatever, to trade down, or if you kept Sam Darnold and you had your picks and drafted Jackson Smith-Njigba, this could have been us. I mean, we'll never know for sure because Saleh's a terrible head coach, but, whatever. I'm just an angry Jets fan. I'm an angry Jets fan. I'm pissed off that, this is a lose-lose Super Bowl for us. And people are going to blame everyone. You know who I blame? I blame this owner. I think the owner caused the whole mess. He's terrible. Sell the team, Woody.
Yeah, the classic sell the team, Woody. I was waiting for it. That's what I know he's done.
I get the question, but I'm just sitting here wondering to myself, why are we in January talking about the Jets right now?
Because they're my team, and I've been a fan of this team since I was a young little boy.
This turned into a full-blown
I was bleeding. I was bleeding. Listen, I'm a fan of the New York Jets, the Jacksonville Jaguars, the Charlotte Hornets, the New York Rangers, the Buffalo Sabres. The only team I got right now is the New York Yankees. I've made bad choices in my life. I need help.
It's turned into a full-blown rant, man. I'm here for it. I love it.
No, but let me get it back on track. But the other two things that kind of stood out to me was, the weather kind of played a factor. If the Broncos don't miss those few field goals, Will Lutz, they probably could have won that game too. I feel like if they wasn't for the weather conditions, that kind of did play a factor as well.
One of them did get blocked. A little bit.
Yeah, they get tipped. At first, it looked like it was the weather again. That was the last one near the close to the end of the game.
The guy who blocked that kick. Do you want to know what team he played on week 1 of the NFL regular season? The Jets.
Oh no.
And by the way, CBS, whoever you are back there, never use those graphics to show the the white CGI graphics that you used to show in the snow. Never use those again.
It was bad.
That was horrendous. And what also was horrendous, the blue line
plus Tony Romo?
Tony Romo's abysmal today. But that blue line as well, where you
bad
show
day
where
for
the
CBS.
football was.
I thought I was the only one. The blue line was
you could
so
see,
weird to me.
You could see the blue line on these players.
Yeah.
And then you got to hear Tony Romo in the background saying
that bad before.
And then I got to hear Tony Romo.
So before we get to the
Rams
Seahawks, what you want to say, Nick?
Yeah, and then when you get to Tony Romo in the background, he basically goes and says, because the New England Patriots are wearing white, that's an advantage for them. Yeah, no kidding, dude. Excellent football knowledge. He's regressed too.
Damn, can you break down the game deeper? You played the sport. You were a high-level quarterback. Come on, man. You're supposed to get us the X and O's to stuff that normal person doesn't see. You know what I'm saying?
Man, Nick
that's what they hire these guys.
Everybody, man. It doesn't matter if you're the broadcaster, the broadcast team, the owner, the quarterback.
Everybody getting blasted now. Everybody can get it. Before we get to the Rams Seahawks, so the Patriots secured their 12th Super Bowl appearance in franchise history. May is the second youngest quarterback to start in the Super Bowl ever. Only Dan Marino was younger. And after finishing last in AFC East the last 2 seasons, they now turn around this franchise to make the Super Bowl. What are you guys expecting from Drake May in his first ever Super Bowl appearance and against the Seahawks defense?
It's going to be 2 touchdowns. 175 yards is safe.
175 yards is safe?
I don't know. This Seahawks defense is a little too crazy for me right now. They have ballers at every single spot on defense, and they have a genius play caller behind it and Mike McDonald, and it's Drake May's been susceptible to a little bit of poor play at times, a little bit of ball security issues, and the riskiness and the aggressiveness. You have to love it, but there's also times where it can cost you, and this is a different type of stage. And this is guy in his second or third year. It could get dark at some moments. And I do want to lean towards the Seahawks, but I do want to see what the Patriots could do with Drake May, man. I'm excited.
I've always been a fan of Drake May since he was in North Carolina. I loved his arm talent. I loved his mobility at his size, 6'5", 6'6". He can run and get the first downs when your team needs it. He could throw deep shots downfield if you guys need it. Now that he has more structure under him with Mike Vrabel on that sideline, and now you have a great offensive coordinator, Josh McDaniel, it opens up everything for him. And now you got a wide receiver who I was big when they got Stephon Diggs coming into the year because I was like, now he has somebody.
Of course, Riverside kicks me out in the middle of this thing. Of course, Riverside does that. Scrubs.
Yeah. But yeah, I was saying, so when the Patriots got Stephon Diggs, I was big on that signing because I was like, a wide receiver who's been an all-pro, one of the best receivers when he's healthy in the league. Now that May has someone that's a threat that could spread the defense, and that could open up their run game when they got guys like Trayvon Henderson, Ramondre Stevenson. I think it's been great for the offense throughout the whole year.
Oh, he's a leader, which I didn't anticipate this new breath of leadership from him. That's what's really caught me by surprise the most, honestly.
Will Campbell, the Will Campbell selection also really helped too because they needed offensive line help badly because last year May was getting
Will
brutalized.
Campbell, another good pickup when they drafted him for offensive line.
Yep.
Oh, Nick, you're kind of cutting off.
Yeah.
I am? Oh, great. Riverside, wonderful.
What? Oh, Nick, you're cutting off, man.
Yeah.
Try to come back.
Riverside
go in and out
stinks.
and again. I think you're cutting off. But now me and Kenny will continue while Nick's still with
Yeah. Let me fix this because Riverside sucks.
So this is this is the first time in NFL history that the Patriots have beaten the Broncos at Denver in the postseason. Not even Tom Brady's done that. So that's something May has on Tom Brady now.
That's
huge. Keeping that in our back pocket, man. I know it wasn't the prettiest statistical game, but coming into this game, they were 0-4 in Denver in playoff games, especially in 2 AFC Championship games in 2013 and 2015 when Peyton Manning, his last game against Tom Brady in the playoffs, bested him in Denver and then eventually won that last Super Bowl in Super Bowl 50. So this was kind of like a redemption game, kind of a revenge game for all the years they lost to them. If I'm the Patriots, and now you go there, you're full of confidence. I know you're a young team. You're going to go against a veteran team in the Seattle Seahawks. Defense is the most physical defense in the entire National Football League. The defense allowed the fewest points per game in the entire National Football League this year. And they got a solid quarterback. And their run game, they got a run game, Kenneth Walker, man.
Ooh,
Kenneth Walker.
Kenneth.
He was barreling them today. He was barreling the Rams today. He was doing his thing.
In the pass game, too. He was getting
jiggy. Kenneth Walker's amazing.
Yeah, I remember watching him in college. I was like, this guy's going to be a good pro when I remember watching him in college. It just sucks Zach Charbonnet's not there due to the injury because before he went down, they had a double tandem right there with those two backs, man. They could plug them in different sets and everything, formations, run them on motions. They could catch in the backfield. They were doing all types of things. But even though they don't have him, I feel like their depth is still good enough, especially when you have a guy like JSN, when you have to assign like 2 D-backs on him because he's that much of a threat. It just opens up everything for them. That's why going into this playoffs, I would have said the Seahawks are going to win. They were my favorite. The only thing I was worried about was Darnold, but he has answered my questions about him on if he could come up in the big moment. So I'm really high on the Seahawks team, man. And like you said earlier, it's a pope year. A new pope got elected.
It's just that biggest game of his life, and that's what Sam Darnold decided to do. I just didn't anticipate that, man. To just go 25 for 36, 346 yards, 3 touchdowns. And it's like we're throwing lasers. I'm protecting the ball. I'm throwing it away when I have to. I'm getting out the pocket to make plays as well. Oh, my God. He just put on a clinic from start to finish. Just straight up owned this Rams defense completely. It was beautiful to watch.
And then before the show, we were doing prep, and I looked up some historical stat data. And Sam Darnold, like we said, it was one of the great performances and you could ever want from a quarterback in the playoffs. So he becomes one of 11 quarterbacks in NFL playoff history to throw for over 340 yards, 3 touchdowns with no interceptions, with at least a 65% completion rate or better. He joins names such as Peyton Manning, who's done it twice, Tom Brady, Patrick Mahomes, Kurt Warner, etc., etc.
Man, that's
cool. And then the players to do it in a conference championship game are him, Matt Ryan, Tom Brady, Peyton Manning, and Nick Foles. That's pretty good company, man.
That's impressive.
That's pretty good company. And then JSN, Jackson Smith-Njigba, he's just the 3rd receiver in NFL history under 25 to have 150-plus receiving yards with 10 or fewer receptions. No, the 4th receiver, and a touchdown in the conference championship game. He joins Larry Fitzgerald, who did it in 2009, E.K. Hillard, who did it in 2001, and Fred Biletnikoff in 1968. Pretty good company right there. And in the first half, Smith-Njigba had 115 yards. He had, 7 receptions, 115 yards, and a touchdown just at the half. This guy's different. He's only 23, 24. He's still going to get better.
No, literally. And no, you brought up the touchdown, man.
Yeah.
The touchdown he had, I want to talk about that play. Because Clint Kubiak, man, if he doesn't get a head coaching job after this cycle, man, I'm going to be upset.
Yeah.
Because what he did on multiple occasions throughout this game, the play calling from Clint Kubiak was phenomenal. But that JSN touchdown to motion in JSN from the right side to the left. Now we're going to motion him behind the left tackle. And then he's lined up in the backfield, basically, behind the left tackle. And then he's going to run like a little bit of a corner route. But there's a route underneath it to draw the corner down, cause confusion. It's like the concept was beautiful. You have the best receiver in the league. Everyone knows who's getting the ball, but he ends up wide open because of a beautiful play call. You NFC Championship, and you draw up a one-on-one double move, single side, isolated to Jake Bobo. Who's expecting that?
And
Clint
that was such
Kubiak, you are a genius, man.
And he really broke down the Rams defense. Like it was just I don't know if it was miscommunication or just, and it was genius too on Clint Kubiak's side.
Yeah.
And this is and I'm right. We're just not talking about just a Rams defense that was a bottom defense in the league. This is a top 10 scoring defense of points allowed all season. This was no scrub team they were playing against. Yeah, people try to say that the Rams defense is not what the Seahawks is, but this team was still a top 10 defense in the league this season. This was a great offensive design plan by the Seahawks. Yeah, that Smith to Jigba, to me, the first touchdown, that was more crazy than even the Bobo one. Because I give all play wide open. Go one-on-one ISO. I guess a field day touchdown right there. I'm like, yo, what was going on there? I was kind of lost. I was like, yo, Rams, what are you doing?
I want to say, how do you leave them wide open? But then it's like, who thinks to do that? Like that,
exactly.
Like, how do you stop
offensive
that?
geniuses? That's who they think. That's it. Yeah. Offensive geniuses.
Nick, are you back?
I think so. I hope so. If not, Riverside sucks.
Yeah.
So,
but yeah, man, the Seahawks, man, and what's even better, like their offense coming to this game, we were wondering, okay, Sam Darnold, is he gonna step up to the plate? He didn't show no nerves. He was decisive in his passes right out the gate. He had that 51-yard dagger to Rashid Shaheed early on. And yeah, sorry, ladies and gentlemen, we're having technical difficulties with Nicholas. He's trying to join back on. But yeah, he had that 51-yard dagger to Rashid Shaheed. That got their offense. That kind of opened up their offense early. Yeah. Because, usually in these type of games, some players and teams, they be tight, especially when the expectations are to win. You're a team that has the best defense in the league. You have a good enough offense and good enough weapons. We're expecting you guys to, even though the Rams are a considerable threat, the defense of the Seahawks was just too much to overcome. So we thought, okay, and they have home field advantage, the Seahawks. Yeah. We're expecting you to win this game. Sam Darnold came in. He didn't look tight. He looked loose. He looked confident. I know he was doing an oblique last week. He said he felt great coming to the game, and he showed it tonight, man. He really did. He really did. And I think the Rams early on, this was the number one scoring offense all year. They couldn't get any points early. They had, 3 points only at the end of the first quarter? It was 10-3 Seahawks. It was looking all Seahawks early on. But to me, the adjustments that the Rams made in that second quarter, they started to run the football, started to sell the offense in. Blake Corum started going for some big runs. He had that big 19-yard gain that got them within closer to the Seattle Seahawks end of the field. And they eventually get that Kyron Williams touchdown. That gets them on the board, man. I think that's what opened up their offense, because that run game that they established that settled them in started to open up their passing game, and we saw that explosiveness coming later on in that second half. When the third quarter, Puka Nacua is starting to get going. Devontae Adams makes some big catches. That's what shows how dynamic this Rams offense is. Sean McVay is an incredible play caller. I do have to question, though, there are some plays, like how you not go for it, that field goal on 4th and goal.
Yeah, the 4th and 4, I was with that too.
Yeah, I'm like,
earlier in the drive,
you got to get those points, man. It's the playoffs. You only be down by 1, and your defense is good enough to at least get a stop against the Seahawks. You got to trust your defense at that point.
Yeah, I don't know. It's just, in this day and age, all coaches just want to go for it. All this analytic talk. I personally, the 4th and 1 previous to that, I was okay with them going for that. But then the 4th and 4, I'm like, this is a little bit too far out. Let's go take our 3. Because now if you kick the 3, all you need is 3 to win the game. And like, that's Matt Stafford. I would have guaranteed he would have won the game with 3 if he needed 3. So that was a little weird to me.
And then that third quarter,
what was also a little weird to me, man?
What?
That Tariq Woolen, that flag.
Oh, the sportsmanlike conduct.
Did you like that? Do you think it was a flag?
This guy let the players play. That was nothing crazy.
Saying, man. That's
the softness. But it's like when you see some late fouls in NBA and the guys are chattering like, "Yo, let them play, man. This is what the payment is all about." Especially at these stakes they're playing for. They're trying to get into a Super Bowl, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and then it was perfect. Play. He got karma right after that. Puka just, oh my god, that was a catch.
Yeah, no, that was crazy. And then we got to talk about that muff punt, man. Xavier Smith for the Rams. It's not just the missed field goal that cost the Rams winning this game. That muff punt allowed the Seahawks to get that touchdown right out. They strike that to Jake Bobo.
I feel so bad for that guy.
They scored. They capitalized right off those points off turnover.
I don't
I
feel
feel so
for him.
bad
That
for
pissed
that
me
guy.
off. That got me so. I was so mad we did that.
Still, that's gonna haunt that guy forever.
You got to catch that, man. I know. That's what are you gonna say?
It's gonna haunt that guy forever. Sort of like how Riverside is haunting me right now with these connection issues. I don't know what's going on.
We're back after technical difficulties, picking up where
Thanks,
we left
Riverside. Appreciate
But yeah, we were
you.
talking about
Good
that
product
muff
you
punt.
put out.
Yeah, Nick, what did you want to say about the muff punt? Because I know you're trying to say something, but you were getting cut off.
Yeah, I was trying to say something before Riverside decided to hack into my internet and make it crash like it always does. But to me, I feel so bad for him because that's gonna haunt him for many, many years to come. And it's one of the worst parts about sports is like there are certain plays that just happen and it will haunt the player. Like Tyler Loop when he made that kick. I mean, I don't blame Loop for that kick. I blame more of Harbaugh being an idiot and how he managed the game. But yeah, it's like moments like that that really like affect the player, and it's gonna stick with that person forever. So I feel bad for. I feel bad.
I can't imagine the stuff he's gonna see on social media today. Oof, tonight for the rest of the week. That's the thing about in this era, day and age, social media makes you not forget about it, man. This ain't the 90s, early 2000s, 80s, and all the those decades before. They're gonna make you remember it, man. Especially the fans of the team. Man, yeah. Especially a play like that was kind of like a mental mishap. And talk about Cooper Kupp. He made some big catches too. The former Super Bowl MVP, giving it to his team. He had a touchdown as well. Put Seattle back up 11, getting the double-digit lead. And I was like, yeah, I felt like that was game at that point because I know the Rams, their offense is great, but every time they were trying to come back, Seattle had to answer.
Mm-hmm. There was also one thing I wanted to mention where I know Puka had a monster game. Don't get me wrong, but it was like in the third quarter, he felt kind of quiet to me. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, there was a portion of the game where I'm like, yo, I don't feel Puka Nacua right now. I don't feel the best receiver in football right now. The best receiver, because that's JSN. He clearly showed y'all in this game. Hey, I'm sorry to say it, but that's how I feel. And he in that third quarter, he only had one catch, and it was an explosive play. Yeah, it was for 34 yards, but still, it's like you want to sustain drives against the Seahawks because that offense was putting pressure on them all game, and we already know how tough that defense is. So for him to just kind of go AWOL like that in the third, I took note of it.
I really hate Riverside guys. I really do. It's giving me that pop up again.
Yeah.
Like trying to reconnect. I have 4 bars. Like what, you want me to add a 5th bar?
Yeah.
Unbelievable.
No, that's true. No, what Ken, what were you saying again?
Basically just with Puka had that quiet third quarter. He had a monster game, so I won't front about that. Like I can't hate on that, but
that last
third
catch,
quarter was quiet.
That last catch, man, I thought he was out of bounds, but man, that was a tough.
He wasn't out. He was not out. But he was in bounds.
Yeah, I know. He was in bounds. I know. I'm just saying, like that was a tough one.
I think to me,
I
think what also was a great catch. I know after that unsportsmanlike conduct, the Rams just struck right back. Stafford launched one 34-yarder to Nacua. I'm like, this guy is amazing. He catches it, goes out of bounds, somehow stays in bounds and gets the touchdown, just like that in the blink of an eye. It's just crazy.
That's Puka. Puka's such a great player. I mean, he's got to be smarter, like more street smart, especially with what he did with that Ross guy. I don't know. That guy's another one. That guy's another one you should never be associated with.
He's definitely way worse than Cardi B. We don't like Ross over here, man.
Well,
I don't even like saying
both
full name.
They're both terrible people. I own.
All right. We gonna chill on the black women, man. All right, slow down. Let's slow down on Queens, man. All right.
On who?
Who? Let's keep it football, fellas.
I am keeping it football. But point is with Puka Nacua, He's a great player. He's just got to be a little more street smart if you get where I'm going here.
Nick,
I do.
Nick, Kenny posed this question to me earlier. Who do you think is better, Puka or JSN?
Yes.
Tough to me.
Yes. The answer to that question is yes, because both are good.
I did that because I knew he was going to do that, man.
Yes.
He's done that to me so many times. There are times recorded. At first, I used to get confused. What do you mean yes? He didn't answer my question.
The correct yes, I did. The correct answer is yes.
That's genius.
I mean, honestly, you can't go wrong with either, man. At this point,
number 1, number 2, number 3 would probably be Justin Jefferson or Jamar Chase. I don't know. You got to argue.
Justin Jefferson used to clear everybody, but now these guys kind of caught up to him, man.
They caught up, and Justin Jefferson had that situation too.
Yeah. And their teams are winning too. So, but then again, he doesn't have a great quarterback he's playing with. But it's just these guys are only in their third year or something. So it's crazy.
When he's on and he has the quarterback, that dude's amazing.
Because wide receiver is a dependent position.
Yeah.
So that's the only unfortunate thing. Before we close out the show, we got to make our Super Bowl picks, guys. Who's your pick, man? Who's your picks?
I got the Seahawks, man. That defense is scary, man.
I'm going to say the Seahawks, but this time they run the ball on the 2-yard line instead of passing it.
Yo, hey, I think we got a clean sweep. I'm going Seahawks too. I just think their defense is way too dominant. They're so physical at the line of scrimmage, in the passing game. They know how to play. They have a great coverage when it comes to zone and man to man. I think Drake May is great, but I think he's young. I think this defense is gonna expose his inexperience. I know he's a great quarterback, but I don't think he's Tom Brady. I think that's the difference. Well, and the Patriots defense is good, but I don't think it's as good as their early 2000s defense. That was different.
Yeah.
Those were different.
When you break down who's the better team overall, it's Seattle. I mean, the quarterback I'd still give to Sam. I'm gonna pick Sam Darnold. The receiving core is for Seattle. I'd rather take JSN. The running game you could maybe give to New England.
If they use
Travian Henderson well. That one I'll probably leave to a yes. But
yes, as in both are great.
I'll leave it to a yes. I will leave it to a yes, but if I would have to choose one, if I had to flip a coin right now, I don't know, land on its side and I'll probably go with Vrabel. Defense, I'd probably give to Seattle. Offensive line, I would probably give to New England. Special teams, Seattle.
Yeah.
Seattle's punter that dude might be the best punter in the league. Not named the New York Jets.
He's really good. Yeah, he has some great
that punter is really good. Kicker, probably the Seahawks kicker. Seattle's the better team overall. I mean, they got the better fan base. I'd rather be a 12th man than a Patriot fan base. You know, Patriots fans are super toxic.
No, that's very true. Hey, Patriots, you don't have no Adam Vinatieri no more. That he ain't there in that special team.
And their kicker stinks too. That Borregales kid stinks. The weather's not great, but he's not a good kicker. Not a good kicker.
Weather shouldn't be a factor in this Super Bowl. It's going to be in California, San Francisco, California. So it should be beautiful. It should be nice night. There should be no inclement weather affecting the game. So I think both teams will be at their best. What do you say?
Where's the stadium? Is it going to be outdoors?
I think it's in a dome. Do you know
homes?
Where is the game at? Let me go into Bing real quick on my Google Pixel.
Because I know it's in San Francisco, California. It's in Levi Stadium.
San Fran has open stadium.
Levi Stadium. Yeah.
And that stadium, by the way, is terrible. Levi Stadium is not a good
stadium. They're going to off at like 3:30.
Pacific time, yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
Levi Stadium is not a good stadium. The problem with Levi Stadium is it's like an hour and like 15 minutes away from San Francisco, number one.
Yeah.
And by the way, is it true with this like they're trying to look into like the electromagnetic field or something like that when it comes to like injuries over there? I read something about that.
I hope nobody gets a severe injury that ruins the game, because I feel like we get that sometimes and it just ruins the whole Super Bowl, man.
Halliburton, NFL version of Tyrese Halliburton.
Oh God,
Jerry
don't say
Greenlaw
that.
changes that game.
Oh my goodness
You talking
gracious.
about the 2024 Super Bowl?
When the 49ers lost.
Yeah.
Oh, that was. I felt so bad for Jerry Greenlaw, man.
That was so sad. Like, you know how deflating that is. For the guys around.
Well, of course, I've seen a deflating Super Bowl. I mean, Keith, of course, I've seen a deflating Super Bowl. Tom Brady was in one during Deflategate.
Crazy, bro. Yo, Nick. No, but never change, bro. Never change.
Why would I change? Well, I don't know. I'll take your word to it, DJ. No, but I felt bad for Dream Greenlaw there, and Fred Warner knew the moment Greenlaw went down, like it was over. Like, I felt bad. I felt bad for Fred Warner, man. That dude's such a great linebacker. He deserves a ring.
No, he does.
I mean, if you want a ring chase, you could always ring chase in Seattle or in New England. I mean, there's plenty of ring chasers, on team. The one shocking thing I will say to this year is, out of all the teams Adam Thielen chose to ring chase, he decided to ring chase in Pittsburgh. That's the funniest thing ever.
Ring chase
is the 70s. That's what he thinks it is.
We're not. Steelers suck.
I'm not. Oh well, yeah. They had a head coach who should have been fired in 2020, and thank God. Here's another, and we'll go to the coaching stuff now.
No, Mr. Jets fan, we're not going to do this about my team.
No. You didn't let me finish.
About Mike McCarthy?
That's a terrible hire.
It is. I agree.
That is a terrible. First off, he's basically a cheap Walmart heavier version of Mike Tomlin. That's basically what Mike McCarthy is.
Oh man, y'all
that
funny,
really
man.
is what he is.
Yeah,
like Mike. Yeah. Here's the thing. Like Pittsburgh had to get a new coach in here, but you want to know why they brought Mike McCarthy back? Here's my theory of why they brought Mike McCarthy back.
They wanted
to get Aaron. Yeah. No, they want to get Aaron Rodgers another year in the NFL, and why not bring McCarthy in to coach? Because seriously, except for Rodgers, who are they going to have at quarterback, huh? Mason Rudolph, the red-nosed reindeer?
Howard. It's going to happen.
Scrub.
Give him the time. Will Howard will take over the league.
Scrub.
Will Howard will take over the league, man.
SCRUB, scrub.
Learning under Aaron Rodgers.
Scrub. I don't know.
Oh yeah, because that went so well for Zach Wilson, by the way.
Look at Jordan Love.
Yeah, but the difference is Jordan Love got like 3 years. And Jordan Love has straight up said Aaron Rodgers.
This will be Will Howard's second year under Aaron Rodgers.
And scrub.
We'll see.
He wasn't even that good in college, dude.
We'll see about that, man.
We'll see.
I'm not gonna talk about my backup.
My advice to Will Howard: make sure you know like how to read a UFL playbook or a CFL playbook, because you might be needing one of those soon.
Or hey, at this rate, maybe he can go back to college and play. Because at this rate,
yeah, pretty much.
Some college athletes, just all go back and play college. Let's go back. I can dominate.
I'm telling you, that's gonna be a thing. That's gonna be a thing in the NFL. That is absolutely gonna be a thing in the NFL. Just watch, y'all.
Might as well, man. This is crazy what we're seeing.
I mean, they're doing it in the NBA. They're doing it in the NBA with James Nananji and whoever I forgot who the Bulls player was. That's basically he's playing NBA minutes, yet he's allowed to go back to college to play.
It's crazy. Let's not talk NBA though, because my guy can't talk NBA. I'm trying to keep him safe.
Oh yeah, I'm sorry, I forgot about that. So, my bad. Yeah. I'll pay the fine. Don't worry. I'll pay them in dimes. Okay, like I'll pay them in dimes. All right, I apologize.
I don't want my guy getting in trouble. So, but yeah, man. This college stuff is crazy, but yeah, fellas. Did you hear about that Chamber Bliss guy from
what college is he from? The Trinidad Chamber
I know
Bliss.
exactly what you're talking about. I'm just forgetting.
Ole Miss, I think he's from, right?
Let's see.
I'm pretty sure he's from Ole Miss. Like, he's getting trying to get another year of eligibility or something like that, and they're like denying him, and now he's going into quarters, something like that.
Yeah.
Maybe he's from Kansas. I forgot what he was from.
Ole Miss.
That whole situation with him is just insane.
Yeah.
Like, I'm going on to Bing double real quick just to make sure I got it right with the college he's at. Ole Miss.
What are you guys talking about?
Yeah. Yeah, with Trinidad Chamber Bliss, where he's trying to get another year of eligibility and they're not going to, and he's like going to court over it.
How old is he?
He is 23 years old.
Damn, bro. It's like, go pro. What are you trying to stay in college for at this point?
NIL money. NIL money.
Oh my God, it's crazy.
That's what I'm guessing. I'm guessing there's more guarantees for him for NIL money than in the pros. But
yeah.
I'll tell you, even if he declares, he's one of the top quarterbacks in that class. This class stinks.
Yeah.
This class stinks, so he'll probably be one of the better quarterbacks.
But yeah, fellas, it's been a great episode. Tell people where they can find you, man, on socials.
Oh, yeah, you can find me on Cam Report, on Instagram and X and TikTok as well.
Yes, sir. Follow him, ladies and gentlemen. He has a great NBA TikTok page for sure. Definitely check him out.
Well, I don't have Talk Tick, but I'll make sure to TikTok over there.
This guy's crazy.
DJ, you've known me for like almost like 18 weeks now. So
yeah, true.
No, it's actually
all
like 28.
Season.
All football season and many more. You can find me on social media. I'm on X. I'm on Facebook. I'm on the LinkedIn. If you want to pop on LinkedIn and find me on there, I'm on Total Apex Sports that I write for. Just find me. Look my name up. You'll pop up. I'll pop up. You'll get to see what I look like in a suit and a face shot.
Yeah.
Hey, give me a follow.
Yeah, he'd be looking very formal on his LinkedIn profile.
Yeah, I don't have the beard. I have like the suit. I look like
yeah, look like a whole new man.
Yeah. I mean, I probably should keep the beard. I mean,
yeah,
I think the beard looks better on me than me.
It's like night and day without the beard. I'm like, who's this guy?
Oh yeah. It's like, do you want to look like an egg or do you want to look like a cooler, like bearded version of yourself?
Yeah. And then for me, ladies and gentlemen, you guys know where to find me.
What I would kill to get Ryan Fitzpatrick's beard on my, like to have the Ryan Fitzpatrick look,
Oh God. But yeah,
I don't have good genetics.
Ladies and gentlemen, you know where to find me. DJ Sports Show on Instagram, on TikTok, DJ Hamilton 23 on Instagram and on TikTok as well, and on Twitter. And if you're watching on YouTube, feel free to hit the like and subscribe button and share anybody who loves sports. Listen to any audio platforms I'm on. Leave a 5-star rating, share anybody you know. Make sure you follow my fellas over here who gave us a great show today. And hope to have Kenny on more. Eventually talk some football.
Yeah.
Hopefully one day NBA, but right now we got to talk about any other sport but basketball with him. So
this was great. This is great. I love doing this, with him.
Appreciate y'all for having me, man. Y'all know what to do. Subscribe, like, comment, follow, pound the show, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Go.
It's gonna be weird though that this is gonna be like the first time where football is not I mean, next week we got the flag football game, whatever it's called now. I'm not watching that. And we got the Super Bowl, and that's it.
Yeah. 2 weeks from now, we got the Super Bowl. It should be a great one. I'll have both of these guys hopefully on again. So, but yeah, I'm your host, DJ Hamilton, DJ Sports Show, and I'll see y'all next time. Peace.